Hi everyone, and welcome to another Fun Spot construction update here on Mindblower, and we're joining you at the beginning of the video with some exciting developments as we see a large support structure being lifted into place by a crane, being lifted off the ground. There's several of these piled on the ground, but this looks to be the first of the big sections going up here, and we're gonna stay with this and see where they end up going with it. So we'll be taking a look around the rest of the site here very soon, but right now we're just keeping a watch on what this piece, where this piece is actually going to end up going. Looks like right now they are spinning it for placement. And it looks like they're going to bring it right over here. It looks like it's actually going to line up with the 90-degree turn that we've been showing you. But we'll have to see as they lift this one up. Several other pieces on the ground, but you can see the one piece of angled wood right there on it. So as we pull back out, we can take a look at it and watch in full view as it comes sort of towards us, and then it's probably going to swing, like I said, right over into this spot. Or I actually could be very wrong on this one. It looks like they're going right about here, and they're going to get ready to place that piece. Here it comes down. Yeah, it's definitely going right there. Looks to be like a turn that's going to go around the, I'm guessing that'll be a turn that goes around the first drop area, which is where we're looking at right now. Sorry for all the background noise. There's actually a kid's coaster running just to my right. And that looks to be where the piece is going. So this will be a turn of some sort, most likely right here. But definitely good progress there with the support piece going into place. We'll be taking a look all around the site coming up here in just a moment. But as we take a look from this angle, since we're already here, we can see coming out of the first drop, that has come up, and we're seeing a lot of completion on that with workers over there banging on some baseboards and all that going on. As well as we see another couple support structures going up here just to the left. And then the lift hill itself, we'll see from a better angle, but has actually climbed a little taller. So what we're hearing now is just the banging of them hooking this into place temporarily until they can get it fully bolted in. And we'll be watching this as well as other progress as we take a look around the site of Mindblower coming up. So taking a look from inside the park now, as they continue to work on putting this support piece in place, they've actually now detached it from the crane itself. So the piece is bolted into place. They'll most likely continue bolting more pieces into place as we go along, but the crane is moving away. That piece is now in place. So as we can see, this is going to be a turn, almost looks to be like a turn going above the 90-degree turn. The coaster does weave in and out of itself a lot, so this actually could be the ending turn coming into the brake run to end the coaster. So this will be the final turn they're actually putting up now, and that'll be the first piece of that final turn. Taking a look at the 90-degree turn, just right next to it, we see more baseboarding has gone in for that, as well as support structure all around there. We showed you that last week, but definitely some more progress all around this time. And as we take a look at the cross area, we can see the cross section there coming out of the double down. We see lots more baseboarding work done there. And here again, back to this piece that was just lifted into place. One worker still up there right now. Other workers there on the side. So they're just going to continue bolting that into the rest of the support structure. Taking a look up now at the first drop that we've been showing you. Actually, some baseboards have gone into place for that up there, as well as some more railings, whatnot, as they continue to work on the tall structure. Doesn't look like they're working on that today with these smaller supports going up right now. Most likely they'll be attaching more to them as they go up. So coming up, we're going to take a look at the progress on the station, and first we're going to take a look through the fence here at the first drop. So as we take a look here at the first drop and its progresses as we've been seeing and showing you, we're going to kind of pull back out pretty quickly here and look straight through the fence at the first drop's valley, like the bottom of the first drop. So as we look through the fence here, we can see that first drop, and that of course comes from that tower that we were just showing you. There through the supports you can see some wood, how it kind of curves down there and heads back up, which is what they're currently working on right now. So as we take a look from our station perspective, here at the station we can actually see some more railings have gone up, pieces jutting out there. Again, that'll probably be where guests enter the station or exit from the station. Taking another look here, this is the first drop again. You can see the angle on it and more woodwork being done on it. In the background you can actually see the crane moving as we see another support going up right now. Most likely the next piece there, we'll take a look at that if we head back over that way. Here a little closer nearby, we see the lift hill actually getting some work right now as well. One worker up there just working on some detail work, probably bolting in steps or whatnot on what will be the lift hill. Now as we pull out from the lift hill, this will be kind of an odd perspective because the lift hill is closer to us from this angle, but there you can see the lift hill and its progress to where it'll be going, which is the first drop of the coaster. Closer here to the station, we've actually finally seen some development in what was this empty lot. We now have supports, and it looks like a nice sweeping turn right here, coming out of another turn over there. So definitely some twisting effects going on right now, and we see some wood framing above where that track will be, most likely for a taller element also down in this corner. So we'll be keeping an eye on all of this as we continue to watch our progress on Mindblower. We'll be checking out the angles from the other side over here in just a moment. So here, taking a look across from where we were just over there by that yellow fence looking in. We're now across from that. We can see that turn that I was talking about with more support structure above it, likely for another piece of track maybe going above it, or just a roof structure. Neat effect there. There just past it we see the station, which we've been watching, and it seems now with the progress on the station and the station exit, we're finally able to move into this open area for development. And we can definitely see there's going to be a couple set of turns and supports here for turns down on the ground, so there's going to be a lot more development obviously to happen over here and through the whole coaster. Over on the double down, we're seeing some workers begin on a project up there. That could be for stairs or sideway railings, whatnot. Looks like they've got a lot of the railings put in already, so definitely going to be working on lots of projects all around the site. Now that turn we see that goes pretty much right to the ground that we just showed you and been talking about actually comes from a higher up hill turn right here. Now FunSpot in the past week since our last update actually gave us an updated set of statistics on the coaster. It will now be 2,290 feet long. That's up 34 feet from the originally announced length. It will now be 83 feet tall, which is where that lift hill is going, to a height of 83 feet for the first drop there just behind it. And as you can see, the lift hill is far from reaching where it needs to be, so it'll continue to climb. We also learned that there will be 11 airtime moments where you feel like you're flying out of your seat, 0 G's if you will, and that there will be 2 trains with 12 riders per train. So definitely for this size of a coaster, going to be an efficient ride, hopefully, with 2 trains operating. So as we continue to take a look at this angle, we can just see lots of development all over the place here. Like I've been saying the past few weeks, and it's becoming more and more true every time we visit, a lot more tangled white steel along with wood pieces. The wood pieces actually kind of help you sort out what is what. But you can kind of see, I just really like this turn and how it kind of, wherever it's coming from, it comes down. It swoops down in a right turn, and then it's actually going to valley out there and swoop up into a left turn and go around this area here where we see supports. And that could actually head right for the double down, or it could head for another set of supports that we've been showing you right here. So the coaster does definitely weave in and out of itself. Think figure 8 on steroids, or figure 8 probably 800 times. That's an exaggeration, of course. So as we're standing out here in the parking lot, we can actually see the lift hill, and kind of looks like a skeleton really right now. Obviously the track and chain obviously going to have to go up in there. But that's the lift hill. The bigger story obviously has been the first drop, and we can see that from a great angle right here. The crane actually lifted while we were taking another angle shot there a moment ago. The crane actually lifted another set of steel on top of that supports that we saw lifted into place when we first arrived at the site today. So as that steel structure goes up, it's actually climbing right up to where that first drop area is. The lift hill area will end up. So they are building straight up from that support that we saw them put in a moment ago. So definitely exciting to see that, where they're actually putting all of the high supports up all at once. Right here, they're building straight up on one piece after another. And they'll probably continue that work through the end of today. We won't be able to stay all the way for all of that. But it's great to see some live video of pieces actually being worked on and put into place. We see workers kind of basically Spider-Manning all over the structure right now, hanging out, bolting the supports into place. There they are. Lost focus there for a second. There they are on the supports, bolting them into place. And as we pull back out, we take a look at the crane hanging out right now, holding that next piece into place, and most likely we'll be seeing another piece go up here very shortly. So as we can see, there's a barricade here for that crane and for all of the work it's been doing in some of the parking lots blocked off here. For good reason, for safety of course. We won't be crossing that yellow tape. However, we wanted to show you some other looks of the coaster. Here is that double down from a nice wide angle. There we saw the lift in the background. And then here is the cross track, the cross footprint section right here as we zoom in. This is about where the coaster first went vertical. And as we pull back out and look at everything we can see now, from all the way on the left here, still some development there obviously to be done, and everywhere. All the way to the right in that first drop, which is definitely showing signs of progress. We can see we've come a long way from just this one or two supports being vertical. So here we see another piece being lifted into place. This looks to be a topper piece that will be part of the first drop area, coming off the lift and all that. That's going on top of those other pieces that we've seen. Right there. So definitely they've completed this structure while we've been here, with three separate pieces being hoisted into place and bolted one on top of another and hooking to the existing structure. So definitely been exciting to see while we've been here, that structure climb. So as we take a look at the supply lot from a new angle, a side angle here, a different parking lot, we see something called, it says on it, orange cylinder type object, says RS Steel Twister. And as we pull back out, we can see that's kind of a cylinder there, cylinder shape I would say, and it will be used for actually bending the steel for the track work. But even more exciting than this steel track twister is the appearance of track itself here at the supply lot. That's right, this is the track for Mindblower. But as you can see here, there's the bolts, and they're kind of angled there at the end of each piece, and they will basically line them up side by side as they put them in. Lots of racks in place of track right now at Mindblower for the steel plating that will go on the baseboarding. And as we pull back out, I want to show you how much has actually arrived. So we have this set over here, and then we have a center set right here, and then we have a larger stack here in the back. You can see the bolt holes where they'll bolt them onto the wood, and you can see that they're just a bunch of steel plates, so that's actually multiple pieces of track in each stack there. So this is a really exciting development and a really exciting day and update for Mindblower here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. My name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com. For more updates and up-to-the-minute updates on breaking stories like this, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.